Hi guys, today we will talk about audiobooks for learning English.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel.
Let's start. Gaining a mastery of the English language is not an easy task, even for native speakers, so you're to be commended if you're currently embarking on this journey yourself. When learning English, it's a good idea to take advantage of all the tools at your disposal to help you become a more fluent and confident speaker. Here are some best audiobooks for learning English.
Number 1. The Black Book of Speaking Fluent English. English has often been referred to as the language of business. If you have ambitions to set up an international business or to work at some bigger companies, it's almost essential that you're able to speak English fluently in this audiobook. ESL Professor Christopher Hill shows you powerful ways to rapidly improve your spoken English. You will learn the 3 golden rules of speaking fluent English. First, the power of immersion. Second, the process of shadowing. Third, how intensive listening works. Fourth, the best accent reduction techniques. Fifth, bonus guide, the secret method to become super fluent in 21 days. This audiobook is designed for intermediate English learners. If you can understand 60-80% of an English-speaking movie and understand what you are reading so far, then it's perfect for you.
Number 2, 500 really useful English phrases. Do you feel stuck in the intermediate English level? Do you want to break out and start improving quickly? 500 Really Useful English Phrases is one of the best audiobooks for learning English at a more advanced level, as author Jenny Smith explains. Intermediate students get stuck because learning at this stage is a different type of learning than at the beginner stage. You have mastered the grammar and the basic vocabulary, but most textbooks just carry on like nothing has changed. This audiobook takes a different approach, by exposing you to as much real English in as many real-life situations as possible, so you can naturally get a feel for the language. Every new phrase in this audiobook is introduced in the real context of a short story or an article, so by having fun and listening to something interesting, you will be learning naturally rather than having to force yourself to study.
3. English pronunciation. Pronounce it perfectly in 4 months. Fun and easy. Many words in English sound so similar that it's easy to think they're the same. However, pronouncing the right words wrong can mean something completely different in this audiobook. Author Ken Zhao teaches you how to pronounce English words perfectly in 4 months by, first, training your ears to hear the slight differences between similar sounds. Second, training your mouth to pronounce the slight differences between similar sounds.
If you're a beginner, you will learn English pronunciation the right way from the beginning. If you're an intermediate learner, you will correct your pronunciation and then perfect it. And if you're an advanced learner, you will discover any wrong pronunciation habits you may have developed, so you can finally fix them for good.
Number 4. English Vocabulary Master. 300 Idioms. Understanding idioms is an important part of learning any language. English Vocabulary Master is an intermediate to advanced level audiobook that's designed to help you learn and consolidate knowledge of more than 300 idiomatic phrases that occur most frequently in everyday conversations. Each lesson follows the same 3-step process. First, listen to all the expressions. Second, recorded with translations. Repeat and consolidate whole sentences in various situations. Third, speak after independently forming sentences in accordance with the teacher's instructions.
Number 5. The Great Big Treasury of Beatrix Potter. Beatrix Potter was an English writer known for creating some of the best-loved children's stories of all time. The Great Big Treasury is a compilation of some of her most famous stories. It's a treasure chest of delightful, charming little stories full of animals and people. This audiobook contains 3 collections: The Giant Treasury of Peter Rabbit, Further Tales of Peter Rabbit, and The Giant Treasury of Beatrix Potter.
Number 6. Pollyanna. Pollyanna is a classic in children's literature. The story is about a 12-year-old orphan who goes to live with her Auntie Polly in Vermont. Unfortunately, her aunt accepts her very reluctantly, only out of duty, and sticks her into a tiny hot attic room so she will be out of the way. However, Pollyanna has been taught by her father to play the glad game, where you find something to be glad about, no matter the situation. Pollyanna's irrepressible happy attitude transforms not only that dull and miserable house, but an entire village before she is through.
Number 7. A Bear Called Paddington. Paddington has warmed the hearts of generations of readers with his good intentions and humorous misadventures. If Paddington Bear learned anything from his Uncle Pastuzo, it's that home is where you hang your hat, and for Paddington, nothing feels quite like home than being with the Brown family. This one of a kind bear had traveled all the way from Peru when the Browns first met him in Paddington Station. Since then, their lives have never been quite the same, for ordinary things become extraordinary when a bear called Paddington is involved. Learning a new language can feel like a long journey sometimes, but do not give up. The more you diversify your learning activities and immerse yourself in new cultural experiences, the easier your journey will become.
Now it's the end of the video.
Don't forget to like this video
and subscribe to the channel for new uploads.